This is the Oecs Newslink, a roundup of major news happening across the Oecs today. In the headlines, 5 young women from 5 Oecs islands will compete for the title of Miss Oecs at the end of January. Oecs heads of government met on urgent matters of regional security, migration flows, diplomatic relations, and ongoing developments in Venezuela. The Oecs Commission hosted a delegation from the High Commission for Canada for high-level discussions aimed at deepening Oecs-Canada cooperation across shared priorities such as education, scholarships, and regional security. 2 St. Lucian boxers are preparing to undergo advanced training in Guadeloupe. Good day, viewers, and welcome to our first edition of the Oecs Newslink for 2026, your official source for regional news. I'm your host, Jacques Kingston Compton. Let's take a closer look at the stories shaping the Oecs this week. The Oecs Pageant Committee, in partnership with the Oecs Commission, is pleased to announce the 2026 edition of the Miss Oecs pageant. The prestigious event will take place on Friday, January 30, 2026, at the Windsor Stadium in Roseau, Dominica, the nature island of the Caribbean. Staged under the theme Crowning Radiance, Embracing Unity, this year's pageant highlights the collective brilliance and leadership of young women across the Eastern Caribbean. The competition will feature ambassadors from Anguilla, Antigua and Barbuda, the British Virgin Islands, Dominica, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Each young woman will compete in multiple categories of creative national wear, performing talent, swimwear, evening gown, and best question and answer. Kiana Dyer, the reigning queen from Dominica, will take her final walk and crown her worthy successor. For much more on this story, visit the press room at www.oecs.int. Heads of government of the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, or OECS, met in St. Lucia this month to discuss critical regional and international issues such as the emerging geopolitical environment, regional developments, and proposals being discussed with the United States of America. The heads of government also continue to monitor the ongoing developments of the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela and the U.S. Potential implications for the Eastern Caribbean include the impacts on economic stability, regional security, energy security, migration flows, and diplomatic relations. During the meeting, the heads reaffirmed the OECS's commitment to peace, stability, and good neighborly relations within the hemisphere, to the ongoing improvements and best practices in citizenship by investment programs, and to adopting and implementing traveler biometric systems throughout the OECS to enhance regional border security and improve traveler experience for citizens and visitors alike. For more details on this story, please visit the Oecs press room on the Oecs web portal. The Oecs and World Pediatrics signed a Memorandum of Understanding, or MOU, to establish a framework for regional coordination and alignment to strengthen clinical delivery, including pediatric surgical missions, specialized clinics, and improved referral pathways. World Pediatrics is a prominent non-profit organization dedicated to ensuring children in lower resource settings have access to safe, timely surgical care through partnerships with governments, health workers, and organizations. The MOU places emphasis on capacity building, education, and training to support sustainable improvements within health systems. The landmark agreement also advances resource mobilization, strategic partnerships, and underscores the role of advocacy, communication, and awareness. This partnership recognizes that improving childcare is a clinical and societal task. For more information on the MOU ceremony, visit the press room at the Oecs web portal. In other news on high-level collaborations, the Oecs Commission hosted a delegation from the High Commission for Canada at the Oecs headquarters recently. The meeting was used to discuss shared priorities such as education and scholarships, labor mobility, regional security, cybersecurity, trade, and data-driven decision-making. Discussions also included a proposed meeting between Oecs heads of government and Canada's Prime Minister, Mark Carney. The OECS noted that heads of government have agreed in principle to the engagement, viewing it as timely amid evolving geopolitical dynamics and shared interests. According to Director General of the OECS, Dr. Didicus Jules, Canada has long been a trusted partner to the Eastern Caribbean, particularly in human capital development. Dr. Jules continues, this engagement provides an opportunity to take a deeper, more strategic look at how we strengthen cooperation, especially in education, labor mobility, and regional security, while advancing practical outcomes for our member states and for Canada. End quote. For the full story, please visit the OECS press room at www.oecs.int. In our final story, two of St. Lucia's boxing champions are preparing to undergo advanced training in Guadeloupe. Herve Chalmine and Daniel Martin have been awarded these scholarships to participate in a 3-month immersion program at the Centre des Ressources d'Expertise et de Performance Sportive, or CREPS, in Guadeloupe. Welterweights Chalmine and Martin have impressed at the regional level. Chalmine from Bexo secured a bronze medal at the 2023 Central American and Caribbean School Sports Games in Venezuela, St. Lucia's first international boxing medal. Martin from Grand Riviere Groselet is a 2-time Organization of Eastern Caribbean States gold medalist, winning in 2024 as a novice. The CREPS Guadeloupe Immersion Program is internationally recognized for athlete development and has played a pivotal role in shaping elite competitors across many sporting disciplines. This brings us to the end of the first edition of the OECS Newslink for 2026. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned now every month for news on the most important stories in the region.